Water's high. Luckily the water, so what we're trying to do right now, guys, just so you know, we're trying to get back to the house to see exactly what's going on, what kind of damage we have. We did bail out last night just because we have some really giant trees around our house. Made us really concerned. One of them did fall long before the hurricane actually got into Pensacola. So we headed over to Crestview. Now we're trying to make our way back down. Obviously there's flooding everywhere. We're not driving through any kind of high water. We're being very, very smart about it. We're just taking our time. I think by looking at the maps and kind of talking to some friends in Pensacola, I'm pretty sure I have a route to get back to the house. I'm fairly confident that we are not going to be dealing with flooding at our actual house because we do sit up on a little bit of a hill. We're right by Bayou Chico, but I also am pretty confident that that water is not going to come up high enough. So we're just going to keep trying to work our way back, and we'll get with you guys when we get there.
Oh my gosh! Palm tree might not have survived, but oh my gosh. It's kind of emotional, y'all. Oh wow. Our first hurricane, y'all. Can you even see our house? It is totally there, I promise. But we have a long road ahead of us. The truck survived. What? Oh my gosh. Check this out. The Mako survived. God is good.
So guys, if you can see, there are like literally trees wrapped around this entire house, and not one of them damaged the house. Definitely got hit back here a little bit, but
The palm tree's still standing, although there is no. We're gonna show you. We did lose the roof over our walkway is gone. This is our front yard, y'all. We obviously aren't gonna be able to get through the front door today. Oh, wow. But I just want to show you how good God is. Look at this.
all right guys, so that's kind of a total view of the damage at both properties, 17 and 19 here, where we live at 19 and have the office at 17. We're going to kind of walk down the street here and let you guys. So guys, that in between these two yellow houses right here is the back of our house, and that's what came over our fence, is that big tree right there. So looks like they may not have gotten quite so lucky. Looks like it did come down on their house, and honestly I don't know. Here's the hole where it was at. Obviously the ground was super soft. I'm honestly not sure how that came up from there and did not like tear up the house at all, but it's a monstrous tree. So this is kind of the talk of the town right now, guys. Barges everywhere. I think every bridge in Pensacola, around Pensacola Bay, had some sort of barge break loose and hit them. The bridges was kind of catching them as they were coming through. Guys, I don't know if you can tell by the camera or not, but these are not small boats. I mean, that is a giant vessel right there that just got picked up and tossed onto shore like it was nothing. So, all right, guys, so that's kind of the devastation of Hurricane Sally, and we were trying to figure out where to shoot this last little bit, and we thought, what better place than right here, because this is kind of the epitome of what it's been. And it was super emotional for us when we got back to the house.
Yeah, I couldn't get the words out. I was shaking. I was physically shaking. The kids, I think they were in shock. They didn't expect this. Yeah. We knew there would be some debris, but we didn't know that there would be a jungle all around our house. So.
When we left the night before the storm, this tree right back here was kind of our indicator. There was only like 35, 40 mile an hour winds. This one fell. And at that point, I knew it was time to go. That big tree in the front of the house, I didn't want to take a chance on it falling on the house with us, and especially
that's literally Landon's room. So like the tree would fall literally on his room. But as you could see, it did not. Yeah, it was amazing. When we came around the corner, as you guys saw there in the video, we had to walk down to the house, and it was truly, like, it was very emotional, and it really was amazing when we walked and we saw all these trees down everywhere around both houses, and neither one of them. I think the only thing like personal property that we had that even remotely got damaged, there's one little nick on the RG1 Productions trailer, and that's it. I mean, and for this much to be going on, and obviously, you know, I don't want to go without saying that the amount of damage that's been done here this week by this hurricane to boats and personal property and things like that is astronomical. I actually took the boat out for a little bit this morning, like you guys saw there at the end, and just boats and yards and parking lots and things. It's crazy to see the devastation that this thing caused. It was only a Category 2 storm. That was a strong Cat 2. What really got us was the movement speed. It was only so moving. Slow. Yeah, I mean, the ongoing joke down here the last couple of days has been that you know, an old person walks slower or walks faster than what Hurricane Sally was moving. So there was nothing about this thing that had anything to do with the Mustang. So this was not Mustang Sally. That's for sure. We listened to that song a couple times this weekend. But made a few little jokes.
Yeah, we still have a lot of cleaning up to do. But we are so blessed that we came out of this thing safe, unscathed. And you know, the boys, we took them to Kentucky yesterday. The last couple days have been a whirlwind.
It's been a crazy whirlwind. I literally drove the boys. We got up about 3 a.m. yesterday morning. Drove the boys to Kentucky. I actually took camera equipment to charge because we do have weddings and we wanted to make sure those still went through. Yeah. So I charged camera equipment, woke up the very next day at 3, and I just got here just a few hours ago actually. And it was crazy coming in because there was no gas stations. Yeah. What, an hour and a half from
like
here?
75% of Escambia County still doesn't have power, so everybody's scrapping for gas. I actually drove up last night and filled up at I-65. Yeah. I called her and told her, make sure you get gas.
It took an extra 2 hours for me to even get home.
Just because of the traffic. Traffic lights are out. Everything's going to get back to normal, but it's going to take some time. But we wanted to put this out there to show you guys kind of what it looks like here in Pensacola. Number one, I want to give a huge shout out to all the first responders, the sheriff's office, the ambulance, you know, firefighters, EMS workers. Everybody's been amazing. They've been on top of it ever since, even before the storm got here and all the way through it. And huge thank you to all the line workers. I don't think people really wrap their mind about what, because you have to understand, a lot of these guys come down here and don't even have a place to stay. So they're down here for 48, 72 hours and they're catching hour naps in their trucks.
You see them in different compounds and different
and they're just,
lots. They're everywhere.
So if you see this and you're in Pensacola and you see a line worker, offer them some water. You know, if you've got snacks for them, those guys, they don't have to be here. A lot of them are volunteering their time to be here. And, you know, a lot of them, like I said, they don't have a place to stay. They're here for 2 or 3 days and they're sleeping in a truck. And, you know, and I know a lot of people are like kind of disgusted because we don't have power back yet. But at the end of the day, guys, it's been 3 days. So we have to have a little patience. We're all going to get our power back. I know I heard some people say when Ivan hit, there were times when there was, I think, 5 weeks where some people didn't have power. So they're getting the power back on. I think about 25 to 30% of the power is back on in Escambia County. They're doing a great job. So thank you to the line workers. Thank you to all the first responders. Thank you to the neighbors, not just our neighbors. We have saw.
I have not seen such a big like community just the way they come together, the
Yeah.
complete outpouring of people helping each other out is, it's stuff you see in the TVs. You don't really, like in the movies, you don't see it happen in real life, but we've seen it happen.
I know, and it's funny because, you know, as we drive around and as we've helped people and the people have helped us, for the first time in months, nobody cared who was Republican, nobody cared who was Democrat, didn't matter if you were left, right, whatever. Everybody just got together, and I think that's what we all need right now. We definitely need it here in Pensacola, and I'm so glad to see that you know, neighborhoods coming together, people coming. Just like yesterday, we had this big tree was across the road. I had no way of getting it off. I put out a post and I asked for a chainsaw and didn't hear anything back. And like lo and behold, at like 4:30 yesterday, here comes this like army of people coming down the road with a generator and skill saws. Nobody had a chainsaw, but
like 30 minutes it was gone.
Yeah, 30 minutes later we had it out of the road just using a generator and circular saws.
It's definitely out of the road. Everybody can drive.
Yeah, so huge thank you to all the neighbors, not just that have helped us, but that have helped each other. You know, take a minute to thank your neighbor. Remember this time when we move forward, and don't let that slip your mind that we were all there for each other moving forward. So we're going to leave you guys on that note. We'll probably put together another video. I want to get the drone up. I just haven't had time to do it. And obviously the wind's been a little crazy, and there's been a lot of news choppers and things like that flying all over the place. So not trying to bring down a news chopper with the drone. So I didn't get that up, but you know, thank you guys for tuning in as always. We're not even going to worry about the subscribe and like and all that. We really just wanted to put this video out there just to let you guys understand and kind of get an inside look of what it looks like here in the Panhandle right after a big storm hit us. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back soon with some more happier, upbeat fishing videos. We hope you guys enjoyed this one and hope it was informative for you. But I'm Ron with Crossroads Media.
And I'm Sarah.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. You guys stay safe and stay blessed.